Hello everyone, very good morning. Myself Sia Verma. I hope you all are very well. And today in this session, we are going to cover the 10 most important MCQs of 23 March 2024. Also, these MCQs are part of daily 20 MCQ series, which is available on GKToday app. Fine. So let's start with our session. And the very first question is recently, National Commission for Women signed an MOU with which security force to control human trafficking. So the answer of this question is Railway Protection Force RPF. So recently, NCW, the National Commission for Women, and the Railway Protection Force have signed an MOU to combat human trafficking on the Indian railway networks nationwide. Fine. So the aim is simple. They both will fight against human trafficking. Also, NCW, National Commission for Women, has also collaborated with CISF, stands for Central Industrial Security Force to combat human trafficking. Let's discuss the other initiative of RPF, Railway Protection Force. So recently, RPF is working on various initiatives such as Meri Saheli Initiative. Under Meri Saheli Initiative, they will provide security to lady passengers. Secondly, Operation Ahat is also one of the initiative of RPF and its aim to curb human trafficking. And the other initiative is Operation Matra Shakti. So Operation Matra Shakti is also an initiative of RPF, and under this, RPF personnel provide assistance to pregnant women in labor during train journey. And also another one is Operation Dignity. Or under this, RPF will work to help and support trafficked adults. Fine. So these are the other initiative by the RPF to ensure women's security. Let's move to the some revision questions related to the railway. So how many railway stations have successfully achieved the prestigious Eat Right Station certification? So total 150 railway station have achieved. Next one is what is the name of the Sikkim's first railway station recently inaugurated by Prime Minister of India? So the name is Rangpo Railway Station. Next one is Udupi Railway Station, situated under the Konkan Railway Corporation Limited KRCL network, was recently included in which government scheme for redevelopment? So under ABSS Amrit Bharat Station Scheme. Fine. The next one is who has been recently appointed as the Secretary of Railway Board? So the answer is Aruna Nair. Fine. Let's move to the next question. And the next one is a far triangle recently seen in the news is associated with which one of the following? So the answer is a Great Rift Valley in the Horn of Africa. So what is the story? So the story is about a far triangle. As shown in the picture, this region is a far triple junction or a far triangle. So let's talk about its another name. Its another name is Danakil Depression. What is Danakil Depression? So first, its location is in Horn of Africa, stretching across three countries, Eritrea, Djibouti, and Ethiopia. All are from Africa. So it's in the Horn of Africa, stretching across Eritrea, Djibouti, and Ethiopia, Afar region. So actually in the Afar triangle, there is a big crack in the Earth's surface called a fault. And just because of fault, this question is in the news. It is speculated by the scientists that this fault could eventually lead to the formation of a new ocean. And in future, the world might has its sixth ocean. Speculated by the scientists. So this is not something that will happen overnight in a year or a month. It will take, obviously, it could take million of years. Also, you have to remember the three tectonic plates as well related with the Afar triangle. The first one is Arabian plate and the other two is from African plate, named Nubian African plate and Somalian African plate. Fine. So Arabian plate, Nubian plate and Somalian plate. One more point is the Awash River. It is also important, the Awash River, because it is the main water flow in the Afar Depression region. Fine. Let's move to the international affair revision. Recently, India signed an agreement with which country in the field of food security? So it is with Bhutan. Next one is India has recently signed the protocol for establishment of Joint Economic and Trade Committee (JETCO) with which country? So it is with Dominican Republic. It's a Caribbean nation located in North America. Fine. Next is according to the separate report, which country ranked as the world's leading arms importer from 19 to 23? So the country is India. And the next one is recently researchers discover new scorpion species with 8 eye and 8 legs in which country? So the country name is Thailand. Fine. Let's move to the next one. And the next question is what is the rank of India in the World Happiness Report 2024? So the answer we all know, the 126th rank of India again this year. So in the 2024 World Happiness Report released by the United Nations on 20th March. So 20th March, International Happiness Day, International Day of Happiness. And on this day, UN released its World Happiness Report and Finland claimed the title of the happiest country for the seventh year in a row. Seventh time, Finland, the happiest country of the world. So India ranked 126, the same as last year in the index. Or the Nordic nation like Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, they all dominate the top ranking closely behind Finland. And the last one is Afghanistan. So Afghanistan remains at the bottom of the list of 143 country. So its rank is 123 as per survey. So facing ongoing humanitarian crisis since the Taliban regained power in 2020 just because of the Taliban power. And one more fact of World Happiness Index, for the first time in over a decade, the US and Germany have slipped out of the top 20 happiest nations. So US and Germany are not in the top 20. Fine. Actually, the rank of US is 23rd and Germany is at 24th. Fine. Let's move to the some reports revision. So the question is according to a report by Traffic and WWF India, which state has stopped in the illegal trade of shark body parts? So the state is Tamil Nadu. Report is of Traffic and WWF India. According to DHL Global Connectedness Report 2024, what is the rank of India on the DHL Connectedness Index? 62. Fine. Next one is what is the rank of India in the Global Human Development Index according to UNDP's latest report? So India rank 134. Which organization recently published a first national report on AMR surveillance in India's fisheries livestock sector for 19 to 20? So Food and Agriculture Organization. Fine. Let's move to the next question. And the next one is so recently, who has been appointed as the ambassador of India to Russia? So the answer is Vinay Kumar. So Mr. Vinay Kumar, an IFS officer, has been appointed as the ambassador of India to Russia. He is from the 1992 batch and currently serving in Myanmar. And recently, the Ministry of External Affairs announced his new assignment, and the Cabinet Minister for the Ministry of External Affairs, Subramaniam Jaishankar. So let's revise some ambassadors. Who is the new brand ambassador of Fit India movement? So Narendra Kumar Yadav. Answer is Narendra Kumar Yadav. Next is who has been designated as India's ambassador to the World Trade Organization WTO? So the answer is Senthil Pandian. Next one is which motivational speaker and NGO founder was appointed as a brand ambassador for the government's Viksit Bharat Abhiyan initiative? So Amitabh Shah. Fine. Let's move to the next question. And the next one is Valmiki Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news, is located in which state? So it is located in Bihar. So recently, the Bihar's Valmiki Tiger Reserve is in news, and also it's special for Bihar because it's the only tiger reserve in Bihar, and it is in news because the hot summer. So in hot summer, they use green energy to provide water for the animals. So they are using green energy for providing water to the animals, and that's why Valmiki Tiger Reserve in the news. Also, VTR, established in 1990 and located on the bank of Gandak River. Its border is with Royal Chitwan National Park, and Parsa Wildlife Sanctuary. So it shares its border with Royal Chitwan National Park and Parsa Wildlife Sanctuary. Fine. So first, in Bihar, Valmiki Tiger Reserve, but there is an update. Recently, the Bihar government awaits NTCA approval to declare Kemur Wildlife Sanctuary as the state's second tiger reserve after Valmiki Tiger Reserve. So Kemur Wildlife Sanctuary, possibly the Bihar's second tiger reserve, possibly. Let's move to the revision session of state news. According to a report by Traffic and WWF, which India, so we already discussed Tamil Nadu. Pandavira Gutta, recently seen in the news, is officially recognized as the solo geo-heritage site of which state? So it is of Telangana. Ethanol 100 fuel, recently launched by Petroleum Ministry, is currently accessible in how many states? So 5 states. Next is Kalkoti Valayar corridor, recently seen in the news, is critical route for elephants to move between which two states? Tamil Nadu to Kerala. Fine. Let's move to the next one. And the next question is, what is biomining, recently seen in the news? So the news is about biomining. So the answer of this question is extracting metals from ores using microorganism. Yes, microorganism. So in Delhi, there is a project to clean up big garbage dumps called landfills. So Delhi is planning something new to clean its landfills. So they are using a method called biomining to do this. And what is exactly the biomining? So biomining is a way to get valuable stuff like metals out of solid materials using tiny living things called microorganisms. So they will extract metal from the solid material by using microorganism. And how? So basically they either turn the metal into a form that can dissolve in water, or they break down the surrounding stuff so that easier to collect. They what? Microorganism. Fine. So microorganisms either turn the metal into a form that can dissolve in water, or they break down the surrounding stuff so that easier to collect. So that's the technique of Delhi's news biomining process. Fine. Let's do some revision of recently seen in the news. Sakhi app, recently seen in the news, is associated with which mission? So it is associated with Gaganyaan mission. Papikunda National Park, recently seen in the news, is located in which state? So Andhra Pradesh. Next one is Kovind Committee, recently seen in the news, is related to which one of the following? So it is related with elections. Next is Exercise Tiger Triumph, recently seen in the news, is conducted between which two countries? So India and US. Fine. Let's move to the next question. So the next one is India's largest gas utility GAIL India Limited recently commissioned the country's first small scale LNG unit at which place? So the answer is Vijaypur, Madhya Pradesh. So recently did something new, and that is called small scale LNG unit. Small scale LNG full form is liquefied natural gas. So that's why SSL LNG. So unit at Vijaypur, Madhya Pradesh. So what is special in this unit? So this unit is special because it's the first of its kind in India. First in India. So what is the plan of GAIL? So actually by this they can make 36 ton of a special kind of a gas called LNG every day. So the planning is to produce 36 ton of LNG every day by using the system small scale LNG unit at Vijaypur, Madhya Pradesh. And that's why this question is in news. Fine. The plant cost is about 150 crores. Fine. Let's move to the revision of first one. Recently, the Indian Navy has set up its first independent headquarters named Nausena Bhavan. At which place? So the place name is Delhi. Next one is which state became the first Indian state to buy land in Kashmir for tourism? So that is Maharashtra. Next is recently India's Numaligarh Refinery Limited inaugurated its first international office in which country? So the country name is Bangladesh. And recently where was the India's first indoor athletics and aquatic center inaugurated? So Bhubaneswar. The place is Bhubaneswar in Odisha. Fine. Let's move to the next one. And the next one is which state become the first state to develop a system which would bring the information on the availability of water to the public domain? So the answer of this question is Rajasthan. So recently Rajasthan, a state in India, has done something really cool. So basically they made a special system called the Rajasthan Water Resources Dashboard. Rajasthan Water Resources Dashboard. It's like a big digital board that show real-time information about how much water is in dams all across the state. So basically, they will provide the data of water management in dams by using Rajasthan Water Resources Dashboard. And that's why it is in the news. And also, it's first in India to do this. The minister in charge of water resources is Suresh Singh Rawat. So Suresh Singh Rawat is also in news because of this news. Suresh Singh Rawat, the minister in charge of water. Fine. Let's move to the next some revision. What is the theme of World Water Day 2024? So World Water Day we celebrated on 2020 March yesterday. The theme is leveraging water for peace. Where was India's first underwater metro service inaugurated? So Kolkata is the place. Recently, which state government has decided to establish a state water information center SWIC? The state name is Odisha. Let's move to the next question. And the next one is recently who won the Saraswati Samman 2023 for his work? Rodra Satvikam. So the answer is Prabha Verma. So recently, Malayalam poet and author Prabha Verma won the 2023 Saraswati Samman for his novel named Rudra Satvikam, and it is the 33rd edition of Saraswati Samman. So 2023 is the 33rd edition of Saraswati Samman. So basically, Saraswati Samman, founded by the K.K. Birla Foundation in 1991, and the first awardee is Harivansh Rai Bachchan, and the last 32nd is Tamil writer Siva Sankari, and for Surya Vamnam. Fine. So one more point about this question is about the awardee. So awardee was chosen by a selection committee headquartered by former Supreme Court judge and recently Justice Arjun Kumar Sikri. Fine. So simply you have to remember Saraswati Samman 2023 Prabha Verma. Let's move to the recent awardees. Which Indian writer was awarded with the Erasmus Prize 2024 for highlighting the climate change crisis? The name is Amitabh Ghosh. Next one is which country received the prestigious Measles and Rubella Champion Global Award for its exemplary efforts in combating these diseases? So the answer is India. Nritya Kalanidhi Award and Sangeet Kalanidhi Award. So Nritya Kalanidhi Award, Neena Prasad, and Sangeet Kalanidhi Award, T.M. Krishna for 2024. Fine. Let's move to the next and the last question. It's also interesting. What is KKLR3 recently seen in the news? So KKLR3, actually it's a salt tolerant paddy variety. So recently Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru College of Agriculture and Research Institute. So this discovery is of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Agriculture and Research Institute. So they has introduced its third paddy variety called KKLR3, the third paddy variety. What is the features of this variety? First feature is salt tolerant. So salt tolerant it is, able to tolerate salt in the soil, which is important for areas with salty water problems in the delta region basically. Fine. And second feature is about maturity. It will mature in 110 to 115 day only. What is the benefits of this? So the first benefit is in salt affected area, it yielding will be 3435 to 3500 kilogram per hectare. Or in normal condition, the yielding will be 6420 kilogram per hectare. That's the benefit of this crop. And also a solution to the challenges faced by the farmers of coastal delta region because of salt. Fine. Let's move to the revision questions. As per a recent report, what percentage of India's agriculture imports in 2023 comprised of vegetable oil, pulses, and fruits? So about 72.1. So keyword is agriculture, so that's why I'm doing the questions of agriculture. Next one is which institution released the report titled Sand and Dust Storms, a guide to mitigation, adaptation, policy, and risk management measure in agriculture. So answer is FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization. The report Sand and Dust Storm is FAO. Also, the State of Food and Agriculture is a flagship report of FAO. And also, which organized released the impact of disaster on agriculture and food security is it is also of FAO. So FAO published three reports named Sand and Dust Storms, State of Food and Agriculture, and Impact of Disaster on Agriculture. So that's all for today. So with this, we are winding up our session and now let's move to the quiz questions. Here on the slide, you can see four questions which have been taken from the past day current affair. So first of all, pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your answer in the comment box. Honestly.